Kyiv has given the U.S. to review a draft of an American-led proposal that will give Washington access to Ukrainian natural resources in exchange for continued U.S. support. Well, according to a Ukrainian official, the comments came just hours before Zelensky was due to meet with U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance in Germany to lay out Ukraine's case before a new U.S. administration eager to quickly end the nearly three-year war. Meanwhile, the Kremlin said that its army did not strike Ukrainian nuclear infrastructure after Kyiv said a Russian drone hit the radiation protection cover at the Chernobyl nuclear power station. Earlier today, U.S. President Donald Trump announced a meeting in Munich that will bring together high-level people from Moscow, Kyiv and Washington. But Ukraine has said that contrary to Trump's announcement, Kyiv does not expect to take part in talks with Russian officials at the Munich Security Conference. Meanwhile, an advisor to President Zelensky has said that a common position must be on the table for a conversation with the Russians. Zelensky says that Ukraine is a sovereign country and says will not be able to accept any agreements without Kyiv, even as European allies feel blindsided. Trump's defense chief, Pete Hegseth, has denied any betrayal of Ukraine at the NATO defense ministers' meeting in Brussels.
There is no betrayal there. There is a recognition that the whole world and the United States is invested and interested in peace, a negotiated peace. As President Trump has said, stopping the killing.
While Hegseth has assured that everything is on the table to end the Ukraine war, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has said that he expects to reach a deal on Ukraine minerals to pay back U.S. taxpayers. Rubio said that Ukraine's mineral wealth will in part compensate the U.S. for money spent on weapons helping Ukraine, adding that the U.S. has a stake in Ukraine's long-term independence. Rubio also spoke with Ukrainian Foreign Minister Andriy Sybiha. According to a statement, they discussed the need for bold diplomacy to end the war in a negotiated manner, leading to sustainable peace. In other news, John Bolton, who during the previous Trump administration was former assistant to the President for National Security Affairs, spoke exclusively to WION, addressing how the Trump administration has put Russia in a strong position to negotiate, which he says will come at a cost for Ukraine.
Trump and his defense secretary yesterday laid out a series of positions that contradict positions that the U.S. And its NATO allies have held for a long time. Most importantly, the objective that NATO has had now, ever since Russia's unprovoked aggression in February of 2022, is the full restoration of Ukraine's territory and territorial integrity and sovereignty. And that objective is now gone. And not only was it given away, it was given away before any negotiation. And as far as we know on the public record, without any concessions or reciprocity by Putin and the Russians. Second, the prospect of NATO membership is now off the table, which has been a fundamental Russian demand, even though it was President George W. Bush who convinced NATO in 2008 to make it clear that NATO membership was in prospect for Ukraine. And really, it's the whole manner of giving in to some of these fundamental Russian points, notwithstanding their huge defeats on the battlefield in Ukraine, affects the negotiations before they ever begin. And so it puts Russia in a very, very good bargaining position. This is what Putin had been playing for by releasing long-held American hostage Mark Fogel, by having Belarus release just 2 days ago another long-held American, and by Putin's campaign of flattery with Trump.